The Otis Elevator Company is the world's largest manufacturer of vertical transportation systems, principally focusing on elevators and escalators. Founded in Yonkers, New York, United States, in 1853 by Elisha Otis, the company pioneered the development of the safety elevator, invented by Otis in 1852, which used a special mechanism to lock the elevator car in place should the hoisting ropes fail. Otis has installed elevators in some of the world's most famous structures, including the Eiffel Tower, Empire State Building, the original World Trade Center, the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, Petronas Twin Towers, Burj Khalifa, CN Tower, the Hotel del Coronado, the Pizza Elevator at Lake Point Tower, and the Skylon Tower. Statistically, Otis is the world's most popular transportation company. It is estimated that the equivalent of the world's population travel in Otis elevators, escalators and moving walkways every 3 days. According to United Technologies, Otis elevators carry the equivalent of the world's population every 9 days. Otis was acquired by United Technologies in 1976 and is a wholly owned subsidiary. Otis has over 61,000 employees, with 2007 revenue of $11.885 billion. The company headquarters are located in Farmington, Connecticut. Otis has also dabbled in horizontal automated people mover shuttle systems, such as the Otis Hover. In 1996, Otis formed a joint venture called Poma Otis Transportation Systems with the French company Pomagalski to promote these products, however the partnership has since ended. Otis Elevator Company purchased Evans Lifts in the UK. Evans Lifts Limited was the oldest and largest manufacturer of lift equipment in the UK and was based in Leicester, England. Otis Customer Care Centre is still based in the old Evans Lifts building in Leicester. The building has since been extended by Otis. There are still some installations of Evans Lifts being used today. Notably, an original Evans lift is still in the Silver Arcade in Leicester. It formerly transported people to the upper floors, but the upper floors are no longer occupied so the lift is no longer used. Gen 2 elevator, Otis entered the machine room-less market with the introduction of the Gen 2 elevator system. Otis designed a system that employs flat polyurethane-coated steel belts that replace the heavy, woven steel cables which had been the industry standard since the late 19th century. The belts are approximately 3 ohm thick and allow for a smaller sheath than conventional elevators. Together with a redesigned machine, this allows the machine to be mounted within the hoistway itself. The Gen 2 elevator is Otis' machine room-less competitor to the Mitsubishi Elanesa and Diamond Track. Koni CO Disc, Schindler 400A and 3300, ThyssenKrupp Synergy, and Fujitec Talon. President and Chairman, Elisha Graves Otis and Susan A. Horton, circa 1853, William de Laven Baldwin, circa 1926, Percy L. Douglas, A. to 1964, Fayette S. Dunn, 1964 to Didier McCord Daniel, 2008 to 2012, Pedro Sainz de Baranda, 2012 to 2014. Accidents. On July 24, 2009, a group of 8 people were trapped for 8 hours in an Otis elevator in Toronto. A repairman who tried to fix the elevator fell 10 floors to his death. On December 14, 2010, an Otis escalator installed in the International Trade Station of Tianjin Metro Line 1 retrograded without notice, injuring 25 passengers. On July 5, 2011, an Otis 513 MPE escalator installed at Port A of Beijing Subway Line 4 Zoo Station escalator changed direction without notice, causing 30 people to fall. 1 boy was killed and 27 people injured, prompting China to halt the use of the escalator model. A Beijing official called the 513 MPE escalator defects in design, manufacturing and maintenance, and Otis had unavoidable responsibility for the accident. Shenzhen Metro authorities confirmed that the cause of the accident was also similar to the Shenzhen accident on December 14. Cartel. In February 2007, European Union regulators fined Otis Elevator €225 million for being part of a price-fixing cartel on the Belgian, Dutch, Luxembourg and German market. Competitors ThyssenKrupp, Schindler Group, Kohn and Mitsubishi Elevator Europe were also fined similar amounts in the same cartel. Biggest contracts. In October 2013, Otis won its biggest ever contract. It will supply 670 elevators and escalators to the Hyderabad Metro. Its second biggest contract was in 2012 to supply 349 elevators for the Hans-Home Metro. Factory locations: Florence, South Carolina, Cairo, Egypt, Argenteuil, France, Bangalore, India, Berlin, Germany, Bilbao, Spain, Bloomfield, Connecticut, U.S., Bar and Registered Trademark Iclove, Czech Republic, Calderera di Reno, Italy, Caponego, Italy, Casina, Italy, Changnon, South Korea, Gen, France, Guangzhou, China, Hansho, China, Kirkby, Merseyside, England, Leicester, England, Madrid, Spain, Nogales, Mexico, Puebla, Mexico, São Paulo Bernardo do Campo, Brazil, Shibayama, Japan, Tianjin, China, San Sebastián, Spain, Szczebinka, Russia St. Petersburg, Russia, Stathagen, Germany, Istanbul, Turkey, Moscow, Russia, Kiev, Ukraine. Otis opened a factory in Bloomington, Indiana in 1965. During the 1990s they moved some manufacturing operations from Bloomington to Nogales, Mexico. In 2012 and 2013, Bloomington and Nogales manufacturing operations were consolidated in Florence, SC. They still use some office space at the Bloomington site. Otis had a factory in Yonkers, New York. It was closed in 1983 and is now a Kawasaki rail car assembly plant. Otis had a large factory in Harrison, New Jersey. In 1999, Otis acquired Semco Lift, Incorporated, located in Hatfield, PA. The operation was later closed in October 2012, with the remaining business being sold to Minnesota Elevator Incorporated. Otis has a test tower facility in Bristol, Connecticut and a service center in Bloomfield, Connecticut that serve its businesses in North and South America. Other test towers and service centers are located throughout the world. See also: Otis Elevating Railway, ThyssenKrupp, Schindler Group, Kohn, Elevator, Escalator, References. External links: Official website, Poma Otis official website, XI Otis official website, Record EU fine for lift cartel. BBC News, February 21, 2007, Guide to Cast Iron Buildings in Glasgow, Scotland, featuring an original 1850 Euro unregistered trademark S. Otis elevator.